I'm Shabba now as checking your time is 7:45 to high Kessben 92.9. Brussels said, you know, within Kobo. Nah. Kessben. You're joining live on Facebook now. My training no Embra on Facebook. We are live on Kessben TV and as well Kessben FM 92.9. For what training now no Embra. You bet you not yakin kind no any amount. Safa safa this a sinyama. Safa this is a saba. Pasa, precisa sem ama. Safa, precisa saba. Amor, amor. Pasa, precisa sem ama. Safa, precisa saba. Amor, I'm Shamamina was once again. Remember Kwame. You're bedding commercially and bro, we promise you, sir, Appiah will be coming to you live with some details on the American election. Say yeah, cause you know, President Trump is taking the lead. You know, bedding and commercially 47 minutes after 7 high Kessben. You need it, Mr. Speaker. Highly grateful for your time once again. Mamin ko ahomani so na many a year. International a year consultant in terms of diplomacy na many a year Ura Farouk Wahab any and Komo Anopay. Wahab, what's your good morning and pom to saying?
Good morning, boss. What is that?
Eradiado, menso me ho yepa. Said the air corner na Anopay Osha America, baby are you dean? Does this come as a surprise? Because say yeah, say you know. President Trump has taken the lead. And first of all, ma yemra ebano a year America hon sense, but we'll look at the security aspect. But before that, you know, ma yemfe generally, abatwo ewa America brochime mono saying anisifatiye.
Our American elections, no, we be untrusted Americans when it comes to what goes into their campaign messages, and then don't trust Americans when it comes to almost a debate, and the debate will influence the mindset of Americans. It's not like that. America for democracy is one of the most funniest in the world. It is now, yes, of course, the world police democracy we need to leader. Look, President Trump is an indicted, I'm sorry to use the word, they're indicting of criminal offenses.
Yes.
An indictment in America means the dynasty is only waiting for how many years and what they could do. Just how many years. American what now? Democrats what? Some of us, why a lot of the radio stations have been calling as I speak to more than 6 radio stations are packed. Because I said this and say, this is the 5th time it could be the 6th. We have surprises of American elections where I said the candidate was very popular.
Yeah.
From 2006, and year 2000, the biggest shock of American history when Al Gore, almighty Al Gore, has to lose elections to your friend is saying George Bush in 2000. Why? Because of the same electoral college. And then electoral colleges, you know, it is 270.
Yes.
It doesn't represent the popular vote of the United States of America. These 270 are electoral college, you know. There are some smaller states and electoral colleges, you know, as to say, bigger states. Why? Because say, Omono Ayen in a way say, okay, the first state in Sono, it must not disadvantage the other one. And to making sure that smaller states need you are, the colleges near bigger. Ebini Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is East Coast. The blue states, America, are friend traditional states, Blue states, or the Florida as your air bar in the East Coast, over Charleston, South Carolina. Over Charleston, South Carolina, or for Basra. Over North Carolina, Raleigh. Over North Carolina, what yes is Virginia as a state. Over Virginia state, what is either on the other side of Maryland and now on the other side of Washington, D.C., which is District of Columbia. If you are over Delaware, from Maryland side, from Delaware over Pennsylvania, from Pennsylvania over New Jersey over New York State over Connecticut over Rhode Island. Rhode Island, you are going to New Hampshire, which is Nashua, or you are going to Boston on the left side. So that states in have been a dominant of the blue. Okay. Now shift to a little bit of inside of the east. Ohio. Ohio is one of the states, smaller states with bigger electoral college. Trump akofa Ohio solidly. Abeg blue state, wafa. Easy. Yanko Wisconsin, Yanko West Coast now, traditional. But who better election winner? The battlegrounds, is what is giving Kamala problems. What are the battlegrounds? The battlegrounds in your state are your MPP vote to my MPP, your NDC vote to my NDC. So they are the middle people from the floating voters,
Exactly. The swing states.
Yes, the swing ones, which is not determined, is determined by the order of the day, Trump is doing very well in the blue states, surprising battlegrounds, So we know, and some of us are aware, say, Americans traditionally, naturally, they are not prepared for woman president.
Okay.
Now let's look at the messages that go into the elections. American election, it's about politics. It's about foreign policy. It's about education. It's about the Israeli-Palestinian war. It's about Ukraine war now being the foreign policy. Abortion rights. Medical. Who gives us insurance and who does not? And the main one is also the taxes. Either the rich will pay more or the rich will pay less. And the Trump position had always been said, the rich will pay less and the poor ones should pay more. Look at that. Now if Appiah or no the same crime, it be that Jake 6 years, 8 years, 7.
Yeah.
Trump in his history from 38 years. I'll be a Trump. I will New York. I will change even the road. Trump Tower is a whole road. I be ready one major Giuliani or an advisor Neno. Only Giuliani now between 1 month. Look at the kind of properties anywhere or and a presidential candidate in the heat of election telling Americans say that we need $200,000 a year. So Kofi now you busawa that's when he say 100,000. What is he telling you? He's still telling you say forget about the tax. But then the reality of the matter is that me personally as a person, I love the man. He's smart. Because he was not a known politician, neither was he a politician.
Exactly.
Trump only said an interview on CNN some years back in the late 90s. He said, over join the party B, by presidential candidate. Party Ben and Kabe, or say Republican. But you are a known Democrat, or say yes. Why? Or say because they are stupid. Because they are stupid, our Republicans have this issue on their mind. That Trump, even to his own party, and then the congressmen and women and senators, leading to the fact that 31 of his congressmen, 30-something of his senators, Republican, support your friend is there.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Yes, man.
How does that happen? It happens there. They didn't have anybody to bring because of Trump's influence on other senators and other governors and institutes. I'm making sure that on fat party, and on the best presidential candidate, rather no, there's nobody. But let me also put on record that American politics, the finest politicians like Clinton, the Al Gore, George Lieberman, John Kerry, McCain, any those out American in and out, top class American politicians. Papa Bakukura and Yuhubium. United States is like Ghana as we speak. They are struggling to have the better candidate. Usha Appiah acquire Joe Biden fast or tricky the Democrats or Mark Kamala Ebeye Doye and Neno. Joe Biden knew very well say Tanka or throw in the towel after his abysmal performance of the first debate with Trump.
Yes.
And could throw in the towel now. And one time the closest time now woman to me for primaries, and Kamala wouldn't be where she is now because she would have lost the primary.
The primaries, okay.
That one sums up to Joe Biden's cleverness. But if we talk about the reality of the matter now, Americans are not prepared for a woman president, and the electoral college, as we speak, is not favoring Kamala, regardless of the popularity. The message is not the back campaign. To me, that is where the problem was. She concentrated overly on the climate. She concentrated overly on the abortion right.
Okay.
She concentrated overly on somehow immigration, not so much. But Trump, the ordinary position about all. Also, want to encourage the balance of trade deficit between America and China. Meaning that Chinese bring more items, more goods and services to sell to Americans for American dollar compared to Americans. He feels that American businesses are losing. Trump said, all my European car giants, German cars, are expensive than any American private car or American. Oba, he will ensure that American forces to give my private small cars. What is he trying to talk about? He's talking about Tesla. Tesla has been one of his biggest sponsors.
That is Elon Musk, right?
Yes. Max Eman 1.5 million to start. The company Accra was 2.5 million. What does it mean? Means that also best stop with the Hyundai, which is the best performing SUV cars in America.
Okay.
It will encourage the American country, American company to build smaller cars. And to know back with the business mindset, say, or push the economy, meaning that if the economy is stronger, employment will be stable. Whereas Joe Biden, Kamala, a concentrated match on Ukraine war with American money. Now, I personally have a problem with Kamala, much as I do want her to win because of the immigration problems. Trump said, or be embark the biggest deportation, or start first with deploy but this time around, he wants to do it. Or person said, child birthright because you can't get pregnant in your country like in Africa and come and ship the babies in America for passports.
Exactly.
That is the mindset. When you child birthright in more, America will not be attractive for any foreigner. And these are the things that oppress oil. Now, Kamala Harris, in my view, now Attorney General of California, this gender LGBTQ plus, on Maakye said, Accra what 13 years, so decided to pursue ye gay. None my main prince, Papa Prince, the school teacher can sign up for her or him. And not or your transgender program and say, oh, so your bar, now you're better, on the course of California government, Emrana and Schwarzenegger,
governor, yes.
NTOCC, a lot of camps, a lot of hostels, a lot of dormitories. As we speak, and cry Omugu America, our California most especially in across the California state. Oma change gender. Regrettably, no 50 years and we'll call you in Yama. They do 18. How can why confused? And them crying they are on wild drugs, depression. All these things were caused by Kamala Harris. To me, that alone, because I'm crying with depression or your friend is saying California, no. So sad, too tight, crying course. And they just want to nothing but say or could you. And indeed, so what creates our problem and depressing. And all why violent and we say cannot go to you cannot go bobia. The same case ends up in jail. So a trouble created by you creates extra problem for other families. And these kids are more than 5,000 across the state of California. With that mindset, with that alone, Kamala, these are some of the things that me personally, I do not, because Kamala Nyakwa by Ghana,
exactly,
Obejia Parliament, as a U.S. first vice president of visiting Ghana. She did not bring any economic incentive, neither did she bring anything about economy. She looked at the face of our president and addressed the issue of gay and LGBTQ. Or they call Tanzania, which is an Islamic state. And Jomu Hutu Repamano. And those are the things that the governance, climate. Me, do I care about climate? You out here, you don't care about climate. You care about economy. Yes, your brothers need more. Immigration there, only record, bad record with immigration. We go need deportation idea.
Okay.
Trump has a deportation idea. And there's a plus here, there's a minus here. But shockingly, American for there don't trust the elections until the results are completely out. But as we speak, 5 states and they being battled. So my minute man when here, she's out.
She's out. But a quick one before I remember Wakono, our hub. How is the electoral college formed? Because the confusion comes at a point people might think say Appiah Kamala to me winning all the popular votes, yet Ebano electoral college now Trump to me winning most of them. Now the differentials between the popular vote and the electoral college are deciding who becomes the winner. No? How is the college formed? And DNT and no Anna Ebeye the ultimate decision taker.
Baba, Ghana your constituency, yes or no?
Exactly.
And our constituency is your friends say other other
polling stations
all polling stations.
Yes, electoral
areas.
Yes.
And to one electoral areas, Ashanti region is a region.
Exactly.
How many senators and as MP?
47.
That is where you have to look at it. And so Onunkwa 47 yeah, share the electoral college, 47, for instance.
Okay.
And you say, ultimately winning 47, no. Like so I win the Ashanti region, and then electoral college. Name baby or how bedroom, no. Not polling stations, that's the electoral area, no. That state in Ankasa popular, your friend is MPP in the case of the blue.
Okay.
But a Kobase polling areas now. Over a greater Accra no. Na NDC after polling areas in Yemom Dansuman. Any baby desire your brother say Dome Kwabinya and I say so true consistency big, Where's a presidential candidate, while winning bigger numbers. The polling areas now, which is the colleges now, no Makwaku. And here share the total number of polls. Unyano ewo Dome Kwabinya. Etiminya 15,000 for president. Etiminya 120,000 for the president. But over polling agents, polling areas now. Over should be Odoko. Over should be there Dakuma polling areas now. Hanyano. MPP NDC for Akofa. The margin in Aukikaboma, your friend is the magic 535, the 538. Okay, Kaboma. So the magic 270. And only what you are looking at.
Okay.
It's not the total number. And if you don't concentrate on the magic 270 now, you're out. And the 270 being the total electoral area, electoral college, a hundred now near and no Trump on the concentration at the white areas.
Okay.
And also balance in a way, say the smaller the state to some of them, the bigger the electoral area. And to say, well, no, let's say area no follow our brofuma. No, Tuguma. Downtown no daki for any be Hispanics no go. Where the amonkoya numbers no. There are 16 electoral areas. Wetima winning 8 friends 10 of them. The numbers you say work when the popular. Or the other 16 no. It doesn't add up.
Interesting, quite complicated. But the comeback of Trump, what will it mean for the world's economy entirely? Again, Russia-Ukraine war play a major role. The Israel, Iran, and other countries,
we're making a position clear. You Iran, they are no more problem, personal, it's fine. But I'm making the position clear because we are pro Putin. Putin and Adam. He will not use American money. And Americans support Zelensky. Europeans, bread, they don't have money to give him.
Okay.
It's Russia-Ukraine war. No. A lot of the economic problems in the world ever stop because and rather Russia, Ukraine by giving back to the world economy as compared to the other part of our Hold on, Bacho.
Yes, exactly. Mama, now I say, our home, say, oh, baby, for and thank you so much.
Mama, time was too crash, but I have so many interviews that right now I have to walk into a certain studio. Mama, we have more time to talk after this one.
Very well. I'm grateful for your time. And to Farouk, our hub, international diplomatic consultant, speaking to us on the sidelines of the United States. Abatua Air Koso. We'll get into the US now. Ghana for Binsua Ewoho Eddie and Komo. Some of them citizens are one kasa to abani bi obi monso wo a womo citizens, yet they are observing and monitoring their air course the United States. Many Philip Toku enin komo in free the state of Ohio in US na anopemi misa ne say Euphoria no saying ewo America. Toku Otomeka, good morning. I know sir it's done ewo US. Saying
oh yes, I don't know so.
Already Adam, menso mehoye pa. And tell us, the general feeling ewo US, ahomachi, minim se afina adie eba bechi. Said aniema esi etie.
Oh, no ma kone de, more surprise man. Me dane camera no, yeah.
Hi.
Say, uhu bibi say the other who say, can you say hi to them?
Yeah. Hi.
Share your excitement.
Buddy! Trump!
Kessben.
Okay. Yeah, Appiah.
Yes, me too, Togu. And your mama to say with you. Yes.
Oh, no mamu yeboko. Sebluni, abijina wa camera nim. Na or ka hide there. Now it is confirmed, say, President Trump, as at now, no. The latest results are on here. Mamino enya 195, Trump enya 266. So officially, we winning anesa. Now the man no I then say how much in there, but what the day NDC our Montana say it is Americans are happy to welcome back their president. So that's the general feeling.
That is the general feeling. But the state of Ohio, I mean, entirely, wako school, woho, I mean, what you want to say, oh, yeah, Juma, any idea. Elections are akoso wa America, a dear teach you na America for a share suntia. I mean, popularly, Obeka Senka, Kamala Harris, Nanka, Obia Ruti said, Obetimi Ewini, Osha international media outlet ni nana. Most of them Osha debate a course wa. I mean, presumably Obiano tilted towards Kamala. But about saying surprises about to an extent, sir, Trump overturning Bibia and Opay, he's comfortably cruising to victory.
Yeah. Kwame, the truth is, and then if you ask Essa, Yeba Amayo Semu, Neba Batuma, you see. If you ask Essa, I think this is my first time me witness say America for air trouble. Now, say na no man no Essa because no ma I think say when Ura Farouk didn't come up and some no can't do na but me jina no ma me so na ma me presentation. First one, America 43 Ohio for the mujina so to abakese edema Donald Trump no was economy.
Okay.
Economy, you see, Tembia, your papa for Kessben some years ago. I said she was sitting not to Abapa. America for a show or sitting at Abapa. I dare back Kwame, Messen who our American say. Omen say we are MPP near now we are NDC. Say, oh, Basso. Now almost say, I'm a moon and I say economy no idea. Almost sound. I'm to monsa. I know Messi Monsa. And then they are also because say, oh, share research I omo ebeto omo enu mudi nkomo tema na Trump also no even fuel krano now I'm the coins neto what filia kese pa obitum kese be $10 ene Kwame o fele o car be a utia $60 depending on o car engine capacity ntino two first amu gina so bi mu say so okọ Walmart check out Walmart supermarket ebia Ghana we ka say bia okọ big shop no
na
Melcom that's it okọ oho no akodi dwa uyi $100 amreka bi ka say $100 kwa ma nyesika kotoa no ma odi beba fie no enye no makotoa enti ene abra Biden ne sama mi ba yi uyi $100 kwa ma ubenya no maka kakra bi what you say enti no titiro no America for gina economy ne so what you say omujitu say no mo ayede ayetin but no mo no ayede temana Trump was no na no mo go as compared to any day two I don't want to say gina so kese pa kwa me to aba na kese immigration
Kessben
ya papa Farouk kan ya ade ba kon ya no mo twist Trump ne say Trump is not against immigration no. He is against illegal immigrant.
Okay.
That's the difference. Illegal immigrant, say, omo far border, eso eba. What you say? Because say be far border, so no be do America. That person is not documented. Untumi intrakeno. Say okodi bone kra, sebi untumi ehun nipa okodi bone.
Okay.
And as a bone abatin say ebia ye obi ka. Yobo obi tuo sa no mani nyina ye sa nkofo na sebi they are not well documented in the country and you ono there I think say one of the speeches or can say mass deportation and a mass deportation is say o Ghana na utie mi a mama oyem show say sebi unu abi ma ma bi obi bi wa abluchi a oba say o abluchire na say o ne nkrata ana wa nwura America ne kra kwan so a ene ye ochewa bekofie because Kwame sankofo ni nyina na abema amma system no ma you choked ene sebi adwuma kra no emu ayede kakra e de ama America fo nti sa no ma na ogina okan no eto ma so mu 3 asema osan egina so ma eto America fo asomu ni titiri high fo etiri mo ne yese
Kessben
culture issue Kwame I think say culture issues ni yese I think say Trump any ne party no omo ye omo a ye be ka se bia Ghana be ka se bia omo de omo jinyamedi and they are against so many things transgender sebi tunumu normal ekoso a emfata wa kasetia what you say because any right now when say opa America see ya ye de sa no man etete nkwala no wo crèche se wuku square etete omo ese omo culture ese omo value enti agency ne kasemu nyina wagina saa no ma no so aka se ye gidifo na se ye ko asori na ye fa ye sika na ofa America sika ade da so ye say in God we trust na me ni say omo ginyamedi na o ginyamedi di a Kwame na won ya say oba be ware oba bema ebe ware bema ene wo oba tumi ka je say mama mpase me ye oba e bia na akwa na ye ba o se mpase me ye oba emra ma ne ho kwan bema otumi ka say me pese me ba eye ebia oba ye bema emra ma ne ho kwan but onu gina so ka say no I think say ye ko ye nim as country no because we read America for history Kwame bebre na omo sources na manyankopon
okay
what you say o de manyankopon de ya na che say sa no ma na e koso no eye tan nti ono de o cassette ya na woni tua ye nuanum so asabe o omo ya ma dwe say omo de sa no mo kono so omo kotai Biden and go for chi pushiska but you bia me ka say God is God what you say nyame nyankopon nyame ene yi esi ne hene nti ono so America for gina so na ye papa Farouk kan sem bi another one almost say gina so ne the foreign relationship and I say foreign relations with other country America for ye go phobia master what is your stand on this kama yintie because omo gitum say omo super powers that's the truth
Kessben
enti no ekwan a ebia the old administration I say the current administration na efa so ne maybe sane ye di and omo susu say ebia anko ye enti na sansem ni nyina Kwame obo ni nyina fu a I just say eto America for etirim na Kwame de say ye nwanwane ye na say Trump is for America. So Ushe Nekase Munina, Nekase Okan say American first. I want to say Ghana, Yamfanko Ghana. And the only country I said, young share for maybe a mine Ghana me free because over America, Kwame say the same qualification. Na many bruni kopejuma on befa bruni no. That's the truth. What yes, onona Trump preach over the years. Say Sebi say ubi ayejuma. Oh how one crack say ayejuma. Mem ekrumane kane
and sign before
so follow the American Kwame.
Yes, me too, pa.
But yes, ekrumane kane and you know that is even say school near bekwa ekrumane kane. Say ejuma ekrumane kane. Any benefit biano should be ekrumane kane. What you say? And now also Papa Farouk Sanka me say to aso kakra. Ene obi apese oba America. Obi apese oba America ne yese bi obi kura nyem o Ghana anase bi Africa na oba wo. Ene omumra ne kire se owo Accra wa ha oye American citizen.
Okay.
But opese ye discourage sa ade no. Enti ono opese wo ye nem na chinchina se o papa nya American o mama nya American so ye illegal immigrant now be wo ha automatically oba nya American.
I see.
Ono na amanfo ye twen na no esi bone say onpe immigrant asem anya sanete. But Kwame in all no I think say right now the atmosphere bruni amne ne wadwumam nani aje wo tonyom o tiatiamu meaning say they are ready for Donald Trump.
They are ready for Donald Trump. Now, before I met my work no, munyina no moye immigrant. Momo de mo for kwan papa so na mo koye. But generally, the African community, the Ghanaian society, munyina mo wo ho. Trump be president. I believe say obia ehonka. The blacks precisely. Awomunim say that immigration policy no targeted at them no. Womo you okay, knowing very well, baby a resort to no eke kanko say.
Kwame, yes, say, Oya Papa unsro atemuda.
Kessben.
I didn't actually say, offer Prime Papa so an about America. Now we are well documented. Offer airport or identify. Kwame, then a usro. Make us say,
Kessben.
Or targeted illegal immigrants. You can't illegal immigrants. Omo fa kwan bon so e ba ekro we mu
But wunim say no wunianum bi wo ho no ma wo mo ho betimi aka obi wo ho no ma connection man bi anaye ya ma otimi ye den ewura mu owura mu e bi kra ne nkrata kra no ne nsa entimi enkaye probably wo ko say wo ko for conference e bi a 3 months bi ana 6 months bi no assign achi abagana wo kodu ye no waka ho or system nim on person beba back what prinity as obetimi anya nkrata na afa legally no system no etimi recognize no now sankrofo na tete sa ni nyina no say Trump swear ni in wo be president what will be their fate in America?
Kwame ode ma ko tight corner mami wade mami nya no na you know American this is sebi ekru am free so ameba emra ena ya juma Kwame say on say ade a ama Ghana ana Africa sign echi dane nyina kire say we dey minia we dey say anya hwe we dey o say but ade a me hu na America na say yemfa saa entra ha ekura utwika na police estopewa say odo won say go steer so ekura police echewa oka I beg you and I'm sorry pe say another offense.
Okay.
Meaning say unim emra na ubuso. What you say Kwame? Enti no so wo ha ne kra ni nyame yadim. Then na bema ye nuanom free Ghana aba US. Because your economy ni nye ekro ni etimu no enye ne kra ba akopɛ enti saa na tie dia ene adente yempanyimfo emeka omo ka bi ewo mu no entoto kro ni ye. Because ene right now no ye Papa Trump can ye say oba ena I think say omo hya say o Texas. Is a mama police for no to me. Say any police stop you. Now what your driver's license. No, to me, Mram and Hopper, so Musa say, on Crata, whatever. One in Crata, Kwame, that moment, who could fee. No credit back because Ninani, among policies, I'm said, omo kate omo bakronim na ma omo call for the citizen enya fa hodie ye adwuma what you say Kwame adeba ko am me kram Trump me support no anase bia mani gi se oba ne ye say manka oye na dwen say ene se me ye adwuma overtime a yeteme ndi ene overtime no kwa Kwame o ye kra na o yem hihye because ubeye wie na yate tax certificate ni nyina ba ye papa Trump say ene oba na o ye 40 hours emra no ma kwa say week bia say obi wo nkrata obeye adwuma 40 hours oh yeah, about 40 hours now 80 hours cry 80 hours 30 maybe 40 next so no yen tax and this ke biara no udi go fie and then the to America 40 to on the America bia ya adwuma e to mutire mu what you say enti no Kwame now so wa ha now ne your friend agudie oni agudie oni no made a ene ya bia ntempa so ase bia wa making the policies no sebe ona be hu the way out ohun ena Kwame ma memfa wa fidie we so nka nkire enuanom kana fo wo fie ye wo fie no ye hu ni sa ense da anyu te say bia oba America ye fine ana wo tu kwan ye fine ko UK ye fine ko Canada but so wo Ghana Kwame ni say we it will sound controversial so wo Ghana na wasitrem eye wo dwuma eye like wo bibi wa you okay Kwame I'll urge you say it's better say bia sebe obetena fie because e binum a ba ha no inimom a binum bre Kwame me ka sem boy as a Ghanaian e binum bre binum ne ye kasa because say oba na won nkrata Kwame kwan ya binum komu no e ya reho what you say but say oba na fa no kra kwan so o I-94 like o status Kwame and I'll tell you say obi because oba do 50 million kwabla but say oba na woni mo bia wa ha ebinum eba aton omodan ebinum ton mo japade Kwame on there is not advisable. I'm telling you it's not advisable but question of time there remember me to tight corner what I say because omo support the new administration in na say oh immigration mobile go bia so person immigration mo go kakra what I say but on say that America for the Kwame omo the emra and the yadwuma.
Very well. Dogo, mame na wasi na minya o nakoda kakra. So we ye adwuma so atwa so.
I mean that but like you see the air kika ko ye me say me answer na me born to fa ni nyina no mame nka sem ba kompe.
Yes, na your
America of all countries. And at all countries Kwame omu gina ade so.
Kessben.
O hwe wasitena mu na to aba. Wa wutie me no say Kessben e ko akire. Mama on said dear Emma Ghana Sebio, Tembia Maka say air quanachi and I say be a Ghana into me and Pijana yet to say, you're me to NDC, you're me to MPP, you're me to PPP, and ne what would you, Mamma, Papa, Uti Mia? She was sitting to Aba. Oh, because now to me to body 2 cities. Now to body 10 cities is up to you. Now Kwame, now you stop pure water, even 20 pesos. Now auto pure water, 50 pesos and 1 city is up to you. Now say Kwame, now ya sassy a your crudging, yen so a your crudging, ye to your galam say, ye no ma and sem fata Kwame, it's up to you. What you say because you sitting na yen to abapa. I dare Kwame ba America Kwame mehu, I told be me busa me say then at sebe yeje. Because Kwame, when I'm here, I'm running a juma. Matra almost 3 years. Kwame, Mati a ben bakope, a ben ka eba ben one. Olumpono na ye bo a ben ediegu sebi abuaso. Once I near a trem or kwemu. Like meaning say, emra eye juma, udu be a speed limit eye juma, udu be like everything is in order. But a man ye timuno, ye able to say sana air kwana. Kwame, and
I believe so baby fia betuaba, right?
Oh, minya kwenya meba. Minya kwenya Kwame meba betuaba. But abana meba betu no, me hwe ma sitena mu because Kwame a day omo a omubuse sika. A day omo a omope emo anu busa ho say how? What you say? Because say na obi ye dwuma 31 days. Na Kwame, omo no 1,500 cedis. Which is less than $100 our America. Then now catch raining pan.
How would the person survive?
Yeah, 2 rent him. And a Kwame, and a Timbia say, me ba Ghana me no share me can be chira was Kwame. Ghanaians are magicians. Seriously. Like and a year to rent mu and a year to aduane mu and a dollar akosoro. And to answer yantum. Enti like the question is Yange ya titre mu na Kwame yento abapa.
Very well.
Me so, campaign ma party A and I say party B. But me dey mean policy mean say hwe wa titre mu. Your papa kofo na kan. No pay me chiao. Na me chia Afraya. I no pay me so tie me de me chia no. Chia Afraya
very well. To go back to my na was na me fancy a brain into your Masaka Sebium. Why? Philip Toku a Ghanaian resident in America, Ohio State, and pay me in a dim komo telling us generally how Obia efa a year the elections are air courses here. Now we come back home na yedi efien common so kakra na if I was in Atenasi and pay ma meneno edin komo emra ba. We have some analysis for you. 31 days more to election 2024. And to stay with us now, we election source now. Any and common now. We're bringing you more analysis. The swing regions, no na afi yetimi amawahu the electoral history, the records, and the tracking of it. The way I'm to about in some of the regions, vis-a-vis what to expect going into December 7. Stay with us. Na bebo san komono surely. Mamema of our was na memano akwaba. Wono penyin pa esanso ye for by Edema or Batampa Prostate Center. Of our margin and pom to say,
ya median, Namuswe.
I radiadom, Yenso Yahu Yepa, and Abihu one archer.
And the crack.
Kessben.
Batampa for what to say, and you want to say,
but I'm out to my course of fine.
Okay. Ma yenin komwe, and pay will buy ya, dear na wo my yang.
Yo, and a pay the boko, said they ain't any no. Post ya dear any uncle for my duma mudra. Me bois amount for. This Mitiha na and once on a Rebecca. Said they ain't any no post the idea, I am a manqua. Na a member I am Eddie and fear fancy Biasa, I echo, and fanisa. And now I tie your mo. The casa prostitute, I will a Hunama Quabia, a bata, a Junso Chano. Na a no moon, a dudumena, a day, Junso free, a Junso Chano, a bat, Yabema Muno, and nam. Na the admitted to a says, Bamano Beshia, a Odin Shubi, a bois, spam sooner, a bat or ban who said a bay a bit to me, a bat or ban huntem. And then a Jupa or Yano. And then go for Yama Maguano. And you know, na juma ya no na sa portrait no omu anene hunama kwa omu ehunu okay hunam duane mu titru ono enti se ehunu a ede nsusu bi ti se dedi kampa se wo su opposite hu a ema wa start adun so pi anajo
okay
bejun so bro dia
wo wanda no be sorry adun so bebre
anajo enti emu a se ogusu dun so no a be na dun so na o dun so na dun so kan so person dun so a be na wa mo hwan ya ha na odun so agu hu na de bia meka say portrait no atwom yade ono kro no abema Johnson kan wa mo hwan ya ha odun so agu hu no ebedu ba ebi Johnson kan so ku jansa odun so a ebe fa mbre kwansi na odun so e be asa o chim ansa na wadun so yade na na esa nti omu abehwe na
Kessben
a friend saying odun so a but say I say Johnson wadun so e bia ka odun so twa no mu nti no yes apa odun so ya nche bia na say osanko odun so biem because e bia ka odun so brother no mu ntino na say odun so biem omu a behunu na bedu level bi say botumi odun so boja nko street ana so say usisi be ya o mama sam be kofom odun so na ana so emma pressure wo achinu anti say first no be usina odun so no e wo form ahwe bo na odun so gu na ho na so abana odun so eni na yesunsanso ni bia na ekoso saa bedu baby no da kro be sorry say odun so na akawa ya se kram akaba ko bi amenkan ye ebetu am odun so gu ho anim say odun so do
okay
anu bi na to Sudan mampeni ogina parade a odun so gu no ho na no abia enti no omu a odidim wato da kro be sorry say obadun so be so na odun so na akawa ya se
na makra
biem eno no ebasa na nese se o hospital ma de dodo ban hyewo na yare no nimguase ya de na sanso ya owu ya de
okay
wu ni sa no ehwe dosa enhyede ni ho saa nti uko hospital say wa obi a asase na eyo na uko hospital uko do be to say tamsul na do chloride and I say finasteride na edba mawo say do ni yan adwodwo manage odwun so no but positive na ko fa a how no ba ne de enye ho hwe
okay
na no na me ayi maduma amameduru a positive na do how no ba no akofa how no ba no me di oba na pesa me hwe wa mo aduru a sa positive no abadwodwo no bu ne beka say oba shrink no ama na sinda dem na afi na sa how na mbo din sesi ani na den na atiko na no na ema metumi ka say so bia so positive do chamia oboa because me mankasa me a victim abra me nya me positive start here me to ndo no me bebre antentam kusi se me ya maduma obi e do esu che me a ende me tie me ni sa problem no whatsoever na no so na me dia abo amanfo bebre sesi a me tiwe ma hwe nipa e ko be 1000
okay
omu nyina so
omu nyina ho atomo
mo nya ya so mo roba ọmọ aba makachi a mama mo aduro mama mo yeye mo bebre me say me bie ahoma ntum se say amanfo frɛ betin ko nipa bebre frɛ e dia dance say ampa de me kan say o ga say me ni papa bi ba ha
e be dia dance
onu se on na ton aduro no wo western region
okay
very good entunu say me ka say mo positive aduro a no kure me can with conviction say because me no eto me num ndo bebre me ngofo do num bebre andentam nti ama me hu se meduro no yaduro a ya me ya dom na se minister of health jatum e hospital ma ye di ama ayasa for hospital obi ni wa be sha no ba ko nipa no ko osase odwuso pi no okono man num a e be swinge positive amana asa na chi ama fo ba me nchen e ma me oba me test once
okay
me test wi a na mo do konoma o sam be bi
wo ho a ye de
test wo ho
e
problem no
okay
enti me test wi na so mo do no ko a o sam be test be na akofom
okay
de bi virtually obi ni wa ba makachi a mama na duro na wa ko akonom no asan ba ma ya hwe na position na akoso da dabi de say bia wa jatum be say abosom say me na on baye na ana bi bi pija but anu sa no no anasem
eduro no etimi S2 asie kra okay
minimo obi oba me nchen oba ade no de wotra o mane ko akira e be famra se no ho ato but upo so ndwe a ese sa na ese o ye no oba no ma na duro okọ economy onum wi na samba ba test na ekofom me hwe na ko form am no post na yi no e ba 16 cm cube last time oba me test me samuzu ni wa wie na hwe wa masise de waduro we post 16 cm cube dia now you okay so onu say wadi adansi achi amane kofo be enam no so aba ma hwe wo ndi say me ka say maduro no a no kra na me ka no ndi so obi ti uti me ne a man bi say bia bia sika na me pedo do na nti me de adafede sem ebeda da obi agi sika ye yansa fo ma ye tifo brato na mombra wo ba me hwe na speaker woni bibi na me adum FDA ama me approval
FDA ama approval
me certificate da ho esi am be costos
okay
me guso am ye ho adwuma be do stores be do baby no wo hospital na se ka che wo post a eno answer pemado na kire kwan eno ndi pepi prostar herbal tea pepi
okay
prostar herbal tea entino se ya me adom na the statistics a ende wo ti se wo sa ti be no na se wa hospital wa kone se o kone se e ka se wo sa ti be no na se wa fire dey wa hospital pharmacy and drugstore
okay
na for that song
congratulations to you
yes music of for some gintuma ebedu be ma be jatum dey be me ka se me bomb pie se minister bi a nipa kase bi ana minister of health ana director bi ni nua ana onu ana sen papa ana nubusu ni bi enyare positive ni bi to at the critical state on fan mra na me hwe na no ho to no a omo ana be ka se edo we dey say dey yedi tum hospitals because me ka say me nipa bi a me hwe no wo so do kwam wo efo wasebu na hospital wo Winneba ni hospital kon dey nti okọ na doctor ohwe ya doctor hwe na test hu ze nya akofom no bi sa no ka che no winim say doctor na recommend ma obi so na mso aba ma ka che
okay
yes and the doctor say the same thing ti misusu say when ya omu objective no so who said doing a very good one omo na beka say no I say they do eboa amanfo so me kan wasama na me kan ni
Kessben.
na positive no me ade bia mu o sa no eku nipa very first class nipa 100 ne benya emu 98 positive be ko mo because edo no ense de ni ho sa na ete se de start ete se de budini atwe etu so dancer bobeku positive start nkwa de a woni se start na ka wo positive nkwa de a pe wasam face animu ya because dancer bobeku ko edo no wo chinchin a last minute be cancerous sanete ni nipa bebre nkofo ba maka che se obi se nana na ekunu no papa no na ekunu ni nu akra bi ekunu na che se so eye nipa no a se ahu ho beto ne de anya easy sa nti me ka se obi a achede kasi a obi de ba ma obi a wo positive ni so be che machi akwan honestly achede kasi pa obi a wo positive ni se obi be che machi akwan se ko about overworking about process center na koja ya hwe nti me can with conviction say so was at be no ma mo bi na da so we swadu pisa oba udabra oba on beto man tra ho ma de en kwanimu anye so serious because esa na edin sanity
okay of our location no any numbers no
me wo fifi prat last stop oyenya no ka so kanton so uba uduka so a kasa openye okoyen no station oko station wa kacha da bisase enchi of 50 down taxi we taxi na kacha da ba so bi so batampa osi wo mo junction so a e free ho kom ba mo junction be na to be 3 minutes pe me no mani nie 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 Western Regional Fanama Way 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 wo kuma sini ni kwa so a Fanama Way 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 ahanso no so opebia openi Francis owo ase ya Kessben he ya opebi no wo awem ha wo New Town wo Secret wo Achimota bra ho ba obi ho ato why ntino eduro ni de ye adwuma na ebo amanfo anche bia se dem kan no e be costos mo bia opebi bia no sanity
very well over mama na was here no pain
me da masipi
e da say I mean sure
Kessben 92.9 I sit down to
all right bringing us only 38 minutes after 8 this is Kessben and indeed we're coming to you live from our studios here I said that 20 hours my main fast that be Emma EKD phones na anope EKD phones adaroma but your one more than she say papa de gu akwemu anope oye abrantie oye ababa wa but your oye nimdifo pa that's so wo phone e kura wonye anope bo homode EKD phones aba say no one more the payment plans on konin she so kondi aba phone bia e kura bia enye papa bia no but your oba womo ebehwe phone no na afi womo ama ofoforo na watua kakra de ato ase de ebeka no ubetimi atua ne kakra based on the plan womo ede bebo and teach you iPhone lovers mo amope iPhones no the latest versions are abanyina no EKD phones say anope men kan cho se bra na be upgrade your to the next level but your phone ne bra o pese wo so Appiah womo beje na afi watua sika ni bi ede aka ho na womo ama the latest version of iPhones and what Ghanaian market no eso na no achiri no mpacho o pese wo ye high purchase wo to na wo tuatua ne kakra pacho ni nyina no ade se enhyehyɛ e wo ho no ma EKD phones ana akwakofa sa installment payment plan yi ede aba eno nti anopei se wotemenka wo mo Kwame Nkrumah circle American mall wo mo ne odo rice no ana edi enhwɛ ni mo anopei wo mo abie shop no mu ndi ato ho na enema ewom no wankasa wuduru ho ade wo pese wo kucha as phone bia no ni ebeje ho ye pa mo so amopese mo ni ye didwa na moto phones ewo ye nchen ekoton ni nyina no adope ikd phones adaro ba cho wo ban hye bia ho bia no wo mo ene obedi ho enkomo from numbers no 0539 989759 0539 989759 and after 0536 787973 0536 787973 na when EKD phones any nkomo ano pay. So that boy posted in a booster bar, Mr. A drone one was why I would jam my shadow pay. But your wow, ye, Jumaka Caribbean, I will take malaria, chidi area, and a chichi war, and they watch over. We immune system no I weak. But you'll be boosting my ordination con abemo na what me I could yet ya redom in as I said, what no in booster bar, Mr. Ronnie B. Na ebeboa we ye. Call a year, Tambala, Ubenya be Bogatanga, wa. Baby, I will now across the country, be an Ubenya be actual. And crying, we call Kaishi Drug Lane, herbal shops and chemical shops. Who doing in a ton and most of our Mr. For Endronibi. Say open and do more to an pay for one more on 0246 208496 0246 208496. Now, when a year in boost about Mr. For in the Encomo and pay now one more Ebeje was so pacho and the Papa boosting immune system, the Union baby, I just in boost. Now, Eclipse collateral management for that patcho. One more the property document, at the year Jumana, I feel one more to a commission ever. A Japadia run no man, why young cracha, the to Japadia Sunina, and the Eclipse collateral management for Abua was Aqua, so Abua, Edjon Cracha, and why Juma. Now, one more to me at 3 hours, Cassadia BSC, Council Baby Show, but what's your man of your business woman? Open loan, your free bank, and so when you collateral, Eclipse Sebra, not only one made income, one more with collateral. Now, it's me, Edgina, so my one sir, Accra will loan. I'll pay open with Chakoya, but your own cry, how local you to Abakan Street, Ewa Denton New Side. Now, when you were deep, come on, and your free more, and as a friend, one more on 0266 9020 0266 999020 and after 0302 551877 0302 551877. Now when the Eclipse collateral management intending commoting safety and a decent income. Now it must confirm that Roman Pacho one more ton as a papa man so bia no enim and pay will pass for private development and I will pay for commercial purposes and pay a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for Abba Sebrana Beje and Sasia man so bia no enim but one plot 15,000 70 by 100 by measurement half plot here 9,000 Ghana cities 100 by 35 and pay bra na beje wo de na ebeboa wo ye. Just few minutes away from Central University and I feel Seglemi affordable housing projects, say open your office at Chakwanya and pay bra a year community 18 junction on the Spinters Road. I won't cry ha. Now when you any come 0553 840646 0553 840646 and after 0553 838730. Now when a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited any and come out of pay.
Just me.
I don't pay Jamaica Daruma and a woman Appiah. Go for Maakye.
Yeah, Kwame Jusu.
Now it's a saying.
Hey, Nyakopada.
Come on,
Nyamia Domara Kwabi Diabo.
Yeah, that lady I'm poor. Say, maybe I do America.
Maybe I do America. Kwame, Abrantiana ni Dinkume. Last one, Flip Toku, right?
Yes.
Let's say now, Kwame. Say, if he has anything to go by, I think say these things will reflect Ghana election.
I see.
Because
Kessben.
or might be out the way or mojene. Or man be out Kwayom Faso Moto Maba.
Okay.
You make what I say. America won't mean Jenema Ghana. They will take Ghana or enjoy free senior high school. It doesn't care about what is happening next. And obi so free say with the free senior high school now my business is not like how anami hunu no.
Yeah.
8 months is sanadwene. That one is there.
That is a fact.
That's the fact. But Kwame, mitra ho din from na ho machine na me share that na. My monitor sa se Kwame se koye economic affairs issues. Because there are so many issues ah. Ebebetimi ama Trump winning. Jamaica what you say. And issues ebetimi ama Trump winning se Kwame.
And Trump also was very clear with the policies.
Yeah, the policies
Against some of those issues.
Yes. So Kwame, ekoye say the economic aspect, you know, it take at least about 40% of issues are a course so a math Trump the winning ya. Kwame, ubia ye koto aba this year because this year and 60 nations and e to aba.
Yeah.
Wa wunyan to de biano because by the end of 31st December the no be at
there.
It wa wunyan to de no. Say America for de ne ba. Now economy now you have a problem. The reason why I have problem is say American we are made to understand say they understand issues than any other countries. How many UK, Germany, America, UK. These are people analyze crucial things before they vote. They analyze ideologies and policies. We are made to understand that. You understand? Now listen to me. The America last year
Kessben.
they will need 9 trillion to revive their economy. $9 trillion post COVID and the Russia-Ukraine war. Say at a point in Myanmar, no more crowd free home affect you and they have to make sure say somebody says it can be best supported the neighboring countries. Not wheat ne and money flour ye Mexico money that's neighboring countries no. Omo dia boa ama America for any aduane. Say they need that $9 trillion. Kwame tie as my make you. But you see, America ni or analyze issues. Ya catch say or analyze ideologies, issues and san or matter aban. Ono no ntiase say baby a yadru sisi ano Kwame. COVID ne ye friend say Russia Ukraine war a issue.
Kessben.
Jamaica no what I say. Eti so okojina a yusu kokoto aba. Kwame some way. So the BJ, eti say ono no ya American ni kura kokoto aba based on the economy. Then what from no Kwame? The American decision can inspire your election. Can have effect on your election. Meaning say if I'm making sense.
Yes, I'm getting you. Was here because we shared the economic situation. Say utie the toku kanwa first in 2016 at Trump wohono ukra $100 okay oko supermarket like a Walmart you are able to purchase niyama bebre until the event purchasing power or basket muyema the opposite to be our groceries near the na ultimato. But currently niyama bo ayedin in America I'm ankofo agina so ede to aba ede matron. Yes.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is I didn't think the normal boyeding. But you say ti issues ase. Omunim what is happening in the world. But that people who say by this time now you do and yes I didn't try. So economy na economy Jamaica what I say which it can also reflect on Ghana's election. And then you talk to be there Kwame the LGBTQ plus. The LGBTQ plus may sure pass after this election NDC for Bessa could repeat that issue. They said some judge made an attempt at a folly. So
say all this one or Kamala is for LGBT society.
And the Kamala also came to Ghana
and made the same assertion.
Made not assertion but an attempt to convince this country. And the bill that parliament no akwa say yes sign oh the BG
yes
a betimia onesu be NDC for betimia use that thing
because we know now or leader or propagate
yes
and try to convince countries need to accept you know or no ankasa ne man mu kromo agina no so they are
to about the tiano and that person came to Ghana oba ya na sad issue this how they be change.
Yes.
So I think the political parties no Kwame, despite say minimum say Trump winner, the MPP will say that the elephant has won. The elephant has won.
Kessben.
The elephant has won. But Kwame, sir, it is said the other day
Yeah.
sir election we say and a win-win situation ma both NDC and NPP. And a lose-lose situation at my NPP and NDC. Despite say Kamala a Democratic Party, which is Democrat.
Yeah.
The NDC would have wished saying Kamala be win it because I don't know more political party.
Okay.
Because Bill Clinton came to Ghana in 1997
Kessben.
when the National Democratic Congress was also in power. The Obama came to Ghana when
yes,
and President Bush came to Ghana 2007 where President Kufuor, Republican Elephant and MPP were also in power. So NDC be per se aka Democrat ebe win. But Kwame baby adia ne kono say adene flipia the NDC will have more to say.
Because
they will get more. Yes, that's it. And the issues now surrounding and so say ebia Trump was went to maintaining the lead, you know. Let's say the only thing that the MPP will have and they say, oh fine, the vice president Yakoto Obama, America for Yakoto Obama, the vice president. They watch all the economic indicators, but yet they have voted for the vice president. So, Kwame some way.
Some way.
Just me.
Now we have some points here, John O'Brien.
I've got to book what she said oh, the vice election is the whole year.
I remember, you've been able to cut the eye of the speaker until your motion has been sustained. I feel you're not being Appiah, Ghana 40. All right, Chabuchababe, and now I say, now me Mawakwaba once again. I have Kessben 92.9. Me need Kwame Appiah Kubi now. We're taking you straight. We just have about 31 days more to election 2024. Now, as we began on Monday, Yanewo Eguswa AVM Komo about some of the swing regions in our country are a deciding factor when it comes to elections in Ghana. Just a recap of it. Yadobeko Greater Accra adope yebesan so etimu ebiem nana and bra yesterday with Greater Accra a day before yesterday the western region adope yebehwe the central region once again yebehwe the ekoso in the Greater Accra region na afi yahwe a region like the western north. The first time one more Aba as a region, full-time region, was in the 2020 general elections. But in time past, we've been able to pull out data Appiah award the western north region, and typically yabema wahu the ekoso in that particular region, and then what to expect in the next 31 days award yenimo se Ghana Kotuaba members of parliament president there some of the regions any dynamics what those regions any kwanya omufa so awomoto womaba no eno ho nkomo ananope yene wo AD 56 after 8 Kessben join you live wo Facebook na ma wadwen training nyina no emra yebeje na yakenkan ni nyina no e dia mawo anope mpacho. Kessben TV is the handle, and I think Kessben FM 92.9. Obetimi edi wadwen training no afaso edi aba na yakenkan edi ama. Na Andra ye share with a Greater Accra region. You can a lot about issues in the Greater Accra region, but what you need to know, and it's a metropolitan area. Metropolitan area, comprises of a lot of ethnic groups. Again, Ghana's capital, the Greater Accra region. You have a lot of groups. Tribes bibri and womote Greater Accra region. Womo edi womo ejuma. Now, a kwine bena. Don't forget the metropolis is as well made up of a lot of elite group. Okay, most of the middle class, the upper class, lower class, but I mean a lot of people okay, it has a lot of influence on the people and what the bottom line of a society. For that reason, what goes into elections in the Greater Accra region? Say yeba betu aba and krofua e won kran ha wo mo register won kran ha enema be na wo mo hwe edito wo mo aba. Then you come to the traditional Ga Adangbes, who are typically the landowners of this particular region. Now we are coming into that detail shortly. We share the coastal belt what the Greater Accra region predominantly NDC, but most importantly region way ababeye a swing region for about 8 consecutive times Ghana ako abatu. You cannot emphatically predict say Appiah abatu ayeko NDC nebe winning and I say NPP nebe winning. But my share the records in terms of parliamentary history. The NPP, the New Patriotic Party, as against the National Democratic Congress. Parliamentary history in terms of seat, etimi accumulating now in 1996. And Maakye said the NPP, New Patriotic Party, enya 9 seats. So all the blue colors, represent the NPP, and all the green, represent the NDC. In 96, NDC won the a lot of parliamentary seats in the Greater Accra region by giving us 13 seats. Then comes the year 2000. President Kufuor Ebemu as presidential candidate for the NPP or shifted region to be blue or teneno. Now from all the way 9 seats, Ebe secure 15 seats as against the NDC, giving us some 7 seats. 2004, Obampeyi Kufuor won again the Greater Accra region for the NPP. We need more seats as well in terms of parliament. Unya 16 seats as against 11 seats. 2008, the NDC stages a comeback from 96. Wamutimi winning a lot of seats in the Greater Accra region. The next one Wamunya the highest seat was in 2008, a major election year. As I then don't forget now President Kufuor ni 8 years as president with in 2008 Nana Adodankwa Kufuor became the candidate of the New Patriotic Party. In that election, NPP enya 9 seats in the Greater Accra region, and then NDC winning back a lot seats in the Greater Accra region by making 18 seats. Now, over 2012 as well, NDC maintained region by securing a lot of seats. So clearly, it tells you that 96, 2008, 2012, NDC on 3 consecutive different election years, we need a lot more of the seats in the Greater Accra region. Then comes 2016. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Eba again for the 3rd time as parliamentary candidate of the New Patriotic Party, managed to flip the region from 2008 and 2012. A lot of the seats could be NDC. This time round, of Appiah Emma region no Ebeye blue. For that reason, the NPP won 21 seats as against 13 seats for the NDC. So typically, the NPP winning, Richard Mary data Bakunansa, the NPP winning about 3 times in terms of parliamentary seats, winning highest, and then the NDC as well winning highest. And see, you come to 2020, we'll tell you more about 2020 because that is the most recent election now. Afeina BM in the December so clearly it tells you say now in this particular region you can count of 1, 2, 3 for the NPP and then 1, 2, 3 for the NDC. In terms of percentage share, Richard, you are just flip the other side now, Yenko. In terms of percentage share, Ubehu said the NDC in terms of voter, one more governizing in the region, mami percentage ones, no that Yentuaso. In terms of more percentage, one more governizing in the region is around 58%. Then that of the New Patriotic Party is also around the same figure. But clearly, who say Greater Accra region, a region Bakwa. Now, you cannot emphatically say, the stronghold of the NPP or the NDC. Now, typically, one more share may be soon at the Tuaba. And Nana Ziga air catcher will say the NDC and the NPP, Greater Accra region, residents are one more a year Gan Adangbe's typical ones, including one more a year 2 Kotina, one more 2 from their respective hometowns and regions are Ababet and Hano, do not necessarily look at development they look at policies and nearma affecting womo moving forward and send a woman to me after home ede ato aba now yenko a year presidential no now this is 2020 in terms of seats currently as we speak there are 34 constituencies in the Greater Accra region. I told you say in 2016 the New Patriotic Party won a lot of seats in that particular region. Now in 2020 elections, the NDC flipped back. And this is the time, and rather than air catcher say, so it is the first time an opposition party a winning region where Wabra went to me and we need to become president. Clearly, the NDC in 2020 we need 20 seats out of the 34 constituencies. Emma NPP Enya a year 14 seats in the just recent election. Yetimi a year in 2020. And in terms of presidential and parliamentary, the NDC won the Greater Accra region in the 2020 general election. Yet, they could not win the presidency. Yet, they could not secure a good majority of seats in the Parliament of Ghana. And this is how the figures are looking. Now, the consequences, it be anything going forward in the next 31 days, what are we supposed to expect in the Greater Accra region? How will things look like? And in terms of presidential, we are just showing you the graph for you to understand the facts. From 96, in 96, the NDC won the region presidential wise. In 2004, the NDC as well won the presidential. Then you come to 2008, NDC winning, and then 2020 as well. And clearly, it tells you, sir, this is how the dynamics, SC ACO, and that is for the Greater Accra region. Now, in terms of raw nominal figures, in 2020, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo enya 1,250,174 votes, representing 48.1% in the Greater Accra region. As against 2016, onya 1,060,157. as well in the Greater Accra region. Now, John Mahama in 2016, Enya 946,048 votes, and Afe in 2020 or improve by securing some 1,326,596 votes, and that is how our event in the last few elections but the figures I'm giving you a comparative analysis of figures, raw nominal vote and kasa the presidential candidates the leading ones etimi secure in 2020 and after 2016. Now we'll take you to the central region, but before that, Nana Mamintio, quick one. Now, looking at this data, any electoral records what are we to expect as a country going into December 7th? We have barely 31 days more. Oshe Greater Accra Hanuma Nana a bit silent, okay? A lot of political activities say and said that so ube who say political events koswa parliamentary candidates in MPs and organized, but generally the two major political parties we are not really seeing much of them in the Greater Accra region, and don't be having effects going into December 7th.
Okay, Kwame, yes, we are looking forward to see the two political parties NDC ever continue with the change of government. You understand?
Yes,
because in every 8 years, the Greater Accra almost is a government. Every 8 years. 2000, 2008, 2016, and 2024, Kwame. They change. And we are also looking forward to see the new patriotic party can also break the jinx for the first time. Say, Yatuaba, a change of government here. The party etimia winning the incumbent party etimia winning your friend said the capital but Kwame issues
yeah issues
we say one or two issues beat me back in a certain region. It can also reflect our elections.
Okay,
we share the year 2000, the change of government. Kwame, Ghanaians were looking for change, and that sound we should have. That time ne say free the capital because higher capital. But adia bakwa National Democratic Congress omen the antidote to it to the election day was a mekukumo.
Okay,
you understand? So it was like, despite President Rawlings at that time coming from the security background, that time na ma nkofo ni safe our this country. It will be a too quiet and I say obia ko dwaso oba by 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 4 p.m. and so ukofi.
Yes.
The map production from our this country. So insecurity eka who be the man your friend say and this elusive. But I'll share the 2008 one issue so new patriotic party.
Kessben.
The land grabbing. You understand?
Grabbing of lands in 2008.
Chiefs were complaining,
and here history is repeating itself.
Yes, they complained bitterly about the land grabbing in the country. The American watcher say, "Ama series of meetings are how many president go for all the BJ. I know free say a whole lands and the few that then also contributed." Emma NPP lose election
in 2008.
In the 2000. And Kwame, whether you like it or not, remember Gamancha once said that the Greater Accra will decide the election.
Exactly.
Yeah, every year they decide, with the exception of the 2020 election. Now let me tell you something. The reason why Okasa say, despite that we have business tycoons, the business mugus in the region are only the movers and shakers, but most of them are in free Greater Accra. So the tone sometimes starts from the indigenous. So the indigenous,
yeah.
That's
a typical
the tone starts from there.
Okay.
Now this is the tone that starts in the 2008. One of the tones here, Sir Ohinija, Accra Sports Stadium now. The people appeal to President Kufuor to name it after Nilayi. You understand? But or bypassing Nilayi and the Kotu Ohinija. and no baba a big issue. So it looks like this time a kofa and you bas as a gafono as a gafono play tribal card and no sadina and your mode. Kwame 2016 they cannot stay much because the whole Ghana wanted the change at that time
in 2016.
And 2016. And now question another down Koku for Regina check. Let us give him the opportunity. But 2020 Kwame, there's another insecurities coming. 2020 sorry 2024 the economic issue bekasa Kwame, and there's a fact because all the movers and shakers are here, and also the land issue is when the other yes, unlike the 2008 year 2008 year all what the chiefs were complaining say fire and sassy kumaye jame kwate so but this time around when you say the bakwa sabeka ho different twist what see would die kwa langas to me by the what see would die kwa no these are insecurity in the region. People are not happy and it looks like say omunya obi manin come asemo no Kwame as o ma be offense
omo dey before beto abetia.
Yes, of course Kwame, because listen to me, I have gone through some process dem make what I say and am acquire my land from a district assembly no assanction obi ahemfo assanction ne say you put me down to go Kwame, what do you expect ne say me dey court district assembly na ntimi lead me with the district assembly no the district chief executive is a political appointment when ntimi lead me abama nya me land bank when ntimi lead me ku say my boka to agua Kwame can also reflect our
in the elections.
So we are looking forward to see that say erosu betimi ama election
very well. Mayenko the central region in the central region, yet another interesting region. A lot of things happens in the central region. They are also a region one more decided elections in Ghana. Now the question is that fighting on will vote unya vote in Ashanti and Eastern regions area. Now we will come to the interesting twist of the 5 northern regions. The way I say Enema Air Flippy anyhow the NDC's John Mahama and Dr. Bawumia will be sharing the vote among themselves. And no ebeye ochina, but quickly Mamin take you through the central region for the presidential election history any said your records AC so clearly the blue is telling you sir how many times the New Patriotic Party has won the region. So in 2000 the New Patriotic Party won the central region in terms of presidential figures. Then 2004 one more winning 2016 and then 2020 they won that particular region. Then comes 1996 NDC won the region. 2008 they won, and then 2012 they won. Now mind you sir, typically the central region enye homogeneous. I mean region a wobeka say womu nyina no ebeka say womu nipa na abenti womu to aba ediaman. There is something interesting about the central region. In all these elections yakoni nyina no, there is always somebody or on the ticket of the NDC now from Paul or free the central region. Yet the central region indigents do not necessarily womu fire no and share and tuaba precisely. Okay, sir, Pakwesi Bekwe Misata, if we have NTS Watuaba, Professor Mills, if we have NTS Atuaba, that is not how Womo behave, because in the year 2000, President Mills was the candidate for the NDC, a typical fancy man of free central region. Yet the people of the central region voted massively for President Kufuor, and President Kufuor won with a 49.7% for the central region. 2004, President Mills again was the candidate for the NDC, yet President Kufuor increasing the vote from 49% to 58%, reducing NDC vote one more accumulating year in the year 2000, it reducing at about 38.9%. So clearly it is not a matter of ye chrome ni ofri ye chrome enti definitely ye beto aba e dia mano. Now Nanafimpo Ziga eka bibi in 2008, like the case of President Akufo-Addo. By 2008, now former President Mills are contested, and this was the third time na Woba as a year presidential candidate for the NDC. The Central Region 2008 wanted change generally, and the region no voted massively at the man. 2012, John Mahama stepped into the shoes of a year the late Professor Mills, or also by were increasing from 50.6% up onto 52.1%. And then 2016, Nana Danko Ekufuado flips again the region in favor of the New Patriotic Party. And for about 4 consecutive times, the New Patriotic Party winning that particular region. Now, for 3 consecutive times, the National Democratic Congress and so etimi winning the region. Now, in recent times, 2020 election na 52.7% as against 45.9%. Clearly, it tells you say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo won the Central Region in terms of the presidential result. Now, you better share the dynamics and how it goes. Now, 2020. Figures are clearly it tells you baby graphs no do, and this is just a synergy between the figures and the number of times are all the political parties winning that particular region, just as I explained earlier on. Nana, this is an interesting region. Every time yako into any major election, the NDC at every point in time, a central regional person, Fanti on their tickets. So 92 and reflected 92. Accra was there. In the year 2000, Professor Mills was a Fanti. He became the flag bearer of the NDC. 2004, the same flag bearer. 2008, the same flag bearer. Now in 2012, President Mills, so John Mahama became the president, the candidate. Yet Osako Central Region, Ekofa Parkwesi Bequeen, Emisa Atta. 2016 Osanso Eniniko BM until say 2020 Onunsu Freema Wasakofa Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyemang. So for about 32 years in a row, every time be a NDC Beko election it is either say a Fanti becomes the presidential candidate or becomes a running mate on the ticket of the party. Yet also the trend of event and history now, it tells you clearly say the Central Region does not necessarily look at those things. Say what for nipa where ye there enti yenhwe no ho ento abama no. Omo dynamics no different. What makes it different? Nana mami entio.
Yes, Kwame. Central Region. Say NPP to me we need Central Region. Kwame, it will be the biggest news of the of a Fourth Republic.
Okay. So what to me we need for 2024
yes, will be the biggest news in the Fourth Republic. Because Kwame, they said they odi atugan pepepe.
Yes.
And every 4 years, almost the same. And every 4 years, no mercy, irrespective of development, any sound the Central Region, our problem was water.
Okay.
Before 2008 election, yes, Central Region will be a Central Region be any side. President Kofo was able to solve that. And the main major road in the middle belt of Central Region linking to Ashanti Region.
Okay.
That is their main trade. We say a simple suit to Asante Bekwai, which was $85 billion project. President Kofo didn't election.
Okay.
Yet they lost. You understand? President Mahama gave us a Kotokroba market. Kwame, one of the biggest.
Almost a CK Stadium.
Beautiful. Say market. They gave people say stadium. They said Odi Kakan. Agranya Krom University of Cape Coast Training Resort and Conference Center. Kaswa Interchange, because technically
Kaswa
is part of Central Region. And the new 2 polyclinica, President Mahama the moment, yet they lost it. You understand?
Yes.
Now we are experiencing the same thing. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, you can never take this one from him. Kwame, massive infrastructure development going on in the Central Region.
Okay.
Kumfi Juice, talk about roads, fishing harbor in the Elmina, on and on and on. But Kwame, Central Region for Shesadian. If they decide say 12 yebe change you Kwame, Opa Kofa 911. On your World Trade Center, they will still vote against you.
Okay.
That is the thing that Kwame, as I said, your shisha near her a dear number a more yes sad the American watch
is it economic
yes
activities I mean one more consider or more bottom no more consider and now said no more consider because recently when him say outboard motors near the Dr. Bawumia has said say young farmer or more on high purchase near but would that really reflect in the voter on December 7th?
Kwame there be pedememe hunidie
yes
Kwame obu decide so on best sound you understand and economic issues economic issue Kwame based on 2008 baby now president for the economy na ba behye Kwame enu nya dia betimi dia gina so e dia to abade atia a new patriotic party
okay
but you see dynamics here I can want say issues to be play role this year election the central region divided into three Kwame you the northern belt the middle and the southern belt
yes
3 tribes you were the dangerous you were Asin and you were the fantasy the typical fantasy Kwame the danger top no or the NPP town it is only one seat and sometimes I am Appiah swing but NPP will win the danger
and
especially
no wasa your friend is saying dunkwa on offin enclave no but downstairs a share borders with Ashanti region no okay
they win and now share Napo decent every danger because Appiah no every danger President Kofa confirm and a danger my hima and so I confirm so it tells you that they are going to win it. But Kwame, when it comes to the better bet no, the influence of Canada Japan is diminishing. Sa now you know
a send for okay.
Kwame now you know diminishing. At the country America say Kwame, we share Canada Japan. Say somebody would do because a send for Omunya regional minister na adia ba kwa central regional na omudi bo aban BH and aban ba ko pene say adenti the debia regional ministers the regional ministers comes from the coastal area. Okay. So first time somebody not a regional minister but somebody coming from you or the president and that person by election upon his campaign he was not able to deliver the assent north for new patriotic party because
the constituency
yes because me cooperate to media but me co promise you understand me president the ababo and the mayor campaign say I want to deliver this seat for new patriotic party want to mami na enkofon hweson fanto aba mami kede de Japan na me be flag bearer for my new patriotic party Kwame I'm responding to it so it tells you that the influence of Ora kede de Japan as a whole Mecca is a whole because Mecca Simbiba and no is diminishing. But within the party, Ora Canada Japan, our new patriotic party, and also the inability to become the flag bearer, Kwame can reflect because people still not happy with how Ora Canada Japan
was treated.
Even though he was not treated badly.
We need the region.
Said one team, we need the region, but one team we need the flag bearer, and we need region of Kwame. Papa na working enough a ode be che na tita for what central region say ye nipa baako Kwame pay me checks ene enkoma madi no central region Kwame that one e betimi ahadwene and ye to so bia papa kwasi Indom is a son of
the region yes
and the Indom has set a lot of businesses in the central
region
and most of Indom the business employees and I employ more than 80% of central region are central people. I did a bad year now bet with you. Papa Cosindrum Kwani Nipa or Quasantimo or Kafante or Baha or Kafante or Fanafantin Yago. So most of the people that are employed are Fante people. And this man is vigorously campaigning against new patriotic party. Say the new patriotic party are buying and Abe collapsing the business. You understand? Sadia na akoso ha oye campaign and that campaign is not Kwame access like oyama onu akasa the political party or your founder but the campaign against new patriotic party is the son of the your friend say
the region
so the southern part of fence coastal area no.
Yeah.
In fact, it will create a problem for
so often Elmina commander.
Yes.
Any K in India
yes,
everybody
they will have a problem. Okay. And the last one, Alan Chamate's factor. Kwame, Alan is a fanti, technically. Biologically is a fanti. Because Alan's mother is a fanti. Ne papa na ya asanti. Diameko Acha say. And Alan Akada say, me ya fanti monto abamame in 2007 when he contested Akufo-Addo. Ewo fanti. Diameko Acha say. And Alan atra Elbina pen. Diameko Acha say. Alan a son of Fanti, and people know him. And now, technically, was I could choose to Fanti boy
as a running
mate, and the guy is a youth. And the Juma Wayano Kwame, I know for sure, I know the part for the youth. Jamaican what I say, and you should not forget say, Opi be about to Abadiama Lanchamate was Central Region. About 70% of them are NPP people.
So in the Central Region,
yes, Kwame, based on this. Sanoma when in ake kabomwa me dem pass me New Patriotic Party can win the Central Region. Whereby they have depreciated that number no, from 2000 the change of government year 2016 was a 53.22. Say about 51.2. You understand? And the NDC 43.43 and the about 47.2. It means that the NDC are pecking, and they were able to flip the deficit of 13 seats to NPP about deficit of 9 seats.
Okay.
So and anytime the NDC the majority of parliamentary election, they maintain majority in parliament in Central Region.
Okay, and then the factor of Professor Jenano Pokuajeman coming in again as a year the running mate to Ora John Dramani Mahama. Now people criticize say in 2020 one said the honey effect, but now Oko Central Region one in them jump, you understand, trying to touch base with the women, especially Kotokraba market near the also making sure say the side as a region no onu so betimi ahwepe up some voter betimi aboa
let me tell you something here first. Nano Pokwadma is correcting what Atamils and Emisata did not do.
Okay,
you understand? He's correcting it because Emisata and Atamils thought that people would think that we are fantasy, so automatically they will vote. And no anya duma me de make what say some stairs anya duma de make what say now Kwame now no pokwadjuma adia ebema na no pokwadjuma saji we say no ni de na be different from Amisata and Atames. They say you see the two majority leaders Kwame, it will be very difficult to predict because they are all from the Central Region. Appiah and Atoforsen. Appiah is popular than Atoforsen, but Atoforsen case Amana Baba is popular. So the two you cannot. Yes. So who say Nano Pokwajima Beka Atoforsen as a fancy card the same region against Appiah market coming they will weigh him.
They will weigh him.
Oh yes,
interesting. And that is the Central Region. Yeah, and it's a place to watch out. And you can say NDC may take a lead in the Central Region. I can see that. Very well. Ma yenshe the Western North Region quickly. Na yemfa enedi no NC ochina yeba will pick some other regions. You bet me anywhere the enkomo. Now this is a region typically it used to be part of the Western Region itself. In 2018, a regional reorganization until President Akufo-Addo decided say obeche the Western Region. Already now the people are what the northern part of the Western Region had complained say proximity. Ufri Sefi Debi so Sefi Awaso Bia East Bia West Accra there na the regional capital na it was a very far distance. I will travel over 5 to 6 hours and sana waba bedo original capital. The reason why and they commission no etina say who say as I said yetimi eche sa region no emo until now when the region used to be one majority of the vote na NDC enya in the western region was coming from the northern part. And the northern part, obetimi akai the number of constituencies. As we speak, we have 9 major constituencies in that particular region. Now, from 96, this data an accumulation of the way our election history SCIA in the few years you organizing major elections under the 1992 dispensation. Now in 1996. Reverend Paul.
But Kwame,
yes.
Before you go on, ma'am, yen clear sad we say answer. 96 nanya Western door, but the way I hear the market, yeah, checks you who say, yeah, 2 abadi bia, o kosa side of one. Na a whole resort.
Yes, and so mame, and then I'm about to explain. Okay. What I'm saying is that so in 2018, your chair region, all this while, region are a part of Western region, but constituency yet free Western region what they are called Western North yet to about there is a data it offer BBN area so be quiet election data the Owini presidential data the Owini parliamentary the data is available oko a year 7 years so a contomra oko a Sefibodi Samson Ahi constituency. So the data is there. Now putting the data together, it is clearly a stronghold of the National Democratic Congress. Okay? Because generally, Yentuaba in the Western North region, the New Patriotic Party, any major seat in the region, no other. Now in 1996, clearly NDC presidential won by 79.3%. Okay, who put regions constituencies are together now a compilation of the result a free data nimo eba offer 9 constituencies now o track it on presidential elections history and record this is what you are getting, but we have simplified it for you. We've been able to do the extract from the previously existing Western region yet Western North Eddie free womumu. Now 2000 President Kufuor came, still the NDC won with 62.9%, then 2004 59.1%, as well 2008. So clearly every major election year up until 2020 the NDC keeps winning that particular region. Region for me call a year the parliamentary seat na yen check here say the New Patriotic Party out of the 9 constituencies one more winning bebiani and so be quiet Abuaji Jedu Ababedi for over 3 terms and no Ekoye and the former boss CEO so Ababetuaso. So currently seat award the Western North regional a year safe seat for the New Patriotic Party Bibiani Ariaso Bekwai Sefi Yoso and then Sefi Akontomra the Honorable Alexander. Now 96. Clearly, the NPP had no seat in that particular region. NDC had 4 seats in the the year 2000 election. NDC had 4 seats in the, mind you, elections not yet constituencies nibi at the count. So previously, the 4 seats are near in terms of constituency in 96 and 2000. NDC winning in 2004. NPP won 2 seats. The NDC won 5 seats. 2008 NPP had 1 seat, the NDC had 6 seats. 2012 then you have a year 1 seat and then 8 for the NDC in 2012. 2016 NDC had a year 6 seats and then the NPP had 3 seats. Up until 2020, a year Kaseno, the NDC is having about 6 out of the 9 constituencies forming a year the Western North region. And now typically, the Western North region is a good zone for the NDC. So they can maximize a lot of seats. So you have our Win constituency, you have Swaman constituency. That enclave in NDC strong seat. This time round, Unim Abanga, right? Yeah, the co-youth organizer for the New Patriotic Party, he is trying to secure one of the seats from the Awowin enclave for the New Patriotic Party. It is a serious contest in that particular enclave. Then over the down south, Owo Samson he constituency no body ewo ho. Then you go to Akando constituency no ono nso ehwe se obetimi maintain. Akando is facing a very tough competition because say ye ka say oman hene na your oman hene for a year sefi traditional area, so we also traditional council no neba oji ahoho ana neba air contested with Unia, okay.
So Akwa say Damongo,
exactly.
Yes,
so quite an interesting one. Indigents now contest, a modern and it's very interesting. Yeah, the anybody actually. Then you come to Bibiani and we also be quiet afraid of being Edaso Ewoho as their parliamentary candidate. This time round, the NDC is saying, sir, they want to secure the Sehuyosu seat. It is a Wokai Polivans Edua, the former Western Regional Minister, used to be there, and a Dr. Kweko Friye Ebabetu now, Wababet so up until now. In 2024, Dr. Friye M. Kubi, okay, the former environment minister, he's no longer contesting. A fresh candidate from the NDC is coming, and then a fresh candidate from the NPP is coming. The NDC is bent on say Sehuyosu no Ababe, the regional capital no omubetimi secure that seat. Now akontomra eye baby na report in 2012, okay, until 2012 NDC nya division in akontomra, they used to win that particular seat in Sefia Kontomra. Say no, the deputy whip, right? Richard Deputy Alexander. Alex, one on the cross seat for the new Patriotic Party. The NDC is saying, say, seat, that seat is almost becoming the same way. Bibiani and Yasu be quiet, aye. Alex per se or semantic a Kontomra seat, the safest seat for the new Patriotic Party in that region. Okay? For Bibiani and Yasu be quiet, for the time being, Abuajije do buy any time no besi ne afred or being abetu aswa o seeking the second term no NDC entimi enya parliamentary candidate be a wetimi agi seat no back to the NDC. So Bibiani Ariaso Bekwai has become a safer seat for the new Patriotic Party. And nine constituencies in there, but the NPP has 3 seats as at the end of the 2020 general election. Ama NDC Accra 6 to see. The interesting thing is that we watch to see how many seats are NDC between Philippe and the account or better still no the ebetimi akwakodi the new Patriotic Party and so afa. Maminti a quick one on this. Now yen wrap it up for your time so Anissa.
Yes, Kwame, time I can have a lot to say. But you see, a new Patriotic Party, so bet me a flip Western North because we saw share gap or 2 a year. I'll share, presidential na say gap said that a year a choose to be asa. The last election, we have been a normal creative region.
Yes,
80 confidence ha binama went me fa development and then come panel and copapa. I say Jamaica. Omentimi development and no pen and fanko. And this time around, I have heard a lot of paramount chiefs Western Norfolk almost cut the benefits omenya
from the region.
The RCC, the Agenda 111 elevation of some of the district nibi ya pejamu to municipal state blah 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 Kwame. So in all this no say Kwame say it be ready as on my penny promises say in 2020 say 400 projects and the entire region. By the time I near 2020 election, now Kwame 140 projects and I completed. So we are looking forward to say the 200 and something no I can say in cases are binding to me every and I say even at least about 300. Next one to be campaigning here based on the chiefs. Aba who almost say Kwame ya agenda adima new Patriotic Party. Enyama say the new Patriotic Party can flip the Western North.
The Western North region.
Yes,
quite an interesting one. Yes. Chairman Ben Amma, the regional chairman of the NPP.
They can flip
in the Western North region. So the big chairman, the two are very strong. Now again, the Western North region have a lot to offer to the NPP because the closest person to Dr. Bawumia's office is from that region.
Yeah.
The executive
Now
secretary.
you mentioned the name.
Okay. No, executive secretary.
Yeah.
Bibia ba omi abeye bia na one na dwe ho no
Yeah.
is from that region.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of things free Akando constituency no enclave no more.
But I can't also problem.
A lot of things to do, but the question is that how do you flip, because that region no precisely a farming region, okay?
Yeah.
Region a lot of farming activities. They are looking at their cocoa, they are looking at how farm supplement, fertilizers, any their keka. You understand? Then typically, say galamsey so predominant in those particular region. It's quite an interesting one. Say going forward, big do your contractor or CNPP buy onye Jumada as regional chairman. Or Sheso Betimi galvanizing a lot of vote for John Mahama to come and then make sure say or also go back to the construction work Ejuma Oye. But regional is an interesting one to look out for going into a year December 7. But my everyone's here, Nana Yeko, the Obeka to na Yemfensi. We are told sir Donald Trump has won the American election. Clearly, he's the next president of the United States, and no two ways about it. The Democrat presidential candidate and vice president currently, Kamala Harris, and to me, Winnie, just as a lot of people predicted ahead of time in the polls, polls once because polls no Kamala and to me Winnie. Interesting one. 90 days.
90 days.
She's done her best.
Yeah, she does.
Yedi will see her na Sejo Ababetua so with Medford action. I don't yani ochina yabesan so anywhere dear share na yedi nkomo. Me did the Kwame Appiah Kubi. Show was produced by Richard Appiah Sapon, Fifi, and Afi Andy. Stay blessed. God bless you. We are out.